Aren't you going to congratulate me?
Congratulations. What have you done?
I've just been voted the best-dressed girl at the school dance next Friday night.
You've just been voted the best-dressed girl at the school dance next Friday night?
That's right. And you know why? Because of the beautiful new dress you're going to buy me.
I see. Does Patty really need a new dress?
Oh, I'm afraid it's a necessity.
How much is this necessity going to cost me?
Let's say $40.
Let's say 40. Here's 20.
Hi, Pop. Got any left over for me?
No.
Papa, Sue Ellen's dress is going to cost a lot more than this.
Sue Ellen's father is a banker. Look at it this way. Sue Ellen has more money, you have more ingenuity.
$20 worth?
Honey, you'll outdo her. Don't worry.
Well, Kathy, you want to come with me while I get my dress for Friday night?
Oh, I'd love to, Patty, but I promised Frances Gordon I'd accompany her to musicale this evening. I'd better practice. Excuse me.
Would you like me to come with you, Patty?
No, thanks, Mom. I'll take Maggie with me. You've probably got a million things to do.
And you're afraid if I pick your clothes, I'll dress you in muslin and old lace.
Mom, I don't care how old they say you are. You're young in heart.
Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Kathy's only seen the sights the girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bookends, different as night and day. Where Kathy adores a minuet, the ballet russe, and crepe Suzette. Our Patty loves to rock and roll, a hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet, still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.
Help you.
Oh, yes. I'm looking for an evening gown. My class is giving a dance Friday night.
Did you have anything particular in mind?
Well, yes. It has to be imported material, special design, hand-sewn, one of a kind, and sell for no more than $19.95.
$19.95. That's all her father thinks she's worth.
But it's not. He's already given me so much, I couldn't take any more from him. Oh, look, my birthday present, a solid gold bracelet.
Let me see what I can find.
Thank you. Maggie, look at this one.
Oh, it's all gold.
Beautiful color.
Gold. Oh, I bet it cost $60, $70.
Oh, it's worth every penny of it.
Oh, I knew it. $79.50. Come on, let's get back to the bargain basement.
Hello, girls. Hi, Maggie. Patty.
Hi, Sue Ellen. What are you doing here?
Getting my dress for Friday night.
Me too.
You're not buying this one.
Oh, of course not. Of course I am. Why not?
It's, $79.50.
Mm-hmm. That's what it says.
Well, my father is president of a bank, and even I have to think twice before I spend that much money.
My father's editor of a newspaper, and I don't think at all.
I'll say.
I think you'll like this one. Isn't it lovely? And only $16. Isn't this the one you wanted?
Yeah, I'd take it in a minute, but it's not my size.
Patty, you're making me nervous.
What size are you?
I'm a 5. That's at least a 12.
It's a 5.
Oh, it's a 5. We don't have a charge account here.
I'll be happy to open one for you. Here you are, Cinderella. Now you can go to the ball. How much is this one? $95. I'll take it. Good. I'll just get my order book.
Patty, you are out of your head buying that dress. Wait till your father finds out. Will you relax? I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to return it. I just have to show up that show-off. Don't tell me you're thinking of spending $79.50 for a dress. My father's president of a bank, and I have to think twice. She can't even think once.
Hello, darling.
Hi, Mom.
Hello, Maggie.
Hello, Mrs. Lane.
I see you bought your dress.
Yeah, kind of.
Do you know what? Your father phoned from the office because he was worried he hadn't given you enough money to get a good dress. Is it all right?
Oh, Mrs. Lane, it's the most beautiful thing you have ever seen. Yeah. Mom, if you're going upstairs, would you put this in my room? I'm a little late.
Sure. Where are you going?
I'm meeting Richard at the malt shop. Oh, Mom, if he calls, will you tell him I'll be late because I'm stopping off at Jean's? Oh, and if Scotty calls me, will you tell him that I'll meet him at Ann's at 4 instead of Emma's at 6?
If Richard calls, you'll be late because you're stopping off at Jean's. If Scotty calls, you'll meet him at Ann's at 4 instead of Emma's at 6.
Thanks, Mrs. Lane. My mother can never get them straight.
I get a lot of practice.
Come on, let's go. Aunt Natalie,
Yes, Kathy?
have you seen my blue dress?
Oh, dear, I forgot to pick it up at the cleaners. I'm sorry, Kathy.
Oh, that's all right. I was going to wear it to the musicale this evening. I haven't anything to wear.
Yes, you do. Wear Patty's dress.
Oh, I couldn't. It's her new dress.
Oh, she won't mind. She wears your dresses all the time. Besides, it's an emergency.
Are you sure she won't mind?
Of course not. You know Patty. She'll be pleased.
I'll wear it.
Good.
Into the malt shop and saw you? I told you. She finally got tired of hanging around the dress shop waiting for me to return the dress. Now we can go back. You're a real brain. True. Let's go get it. It's a good thing they're open late tonight.
It's no use. It won't come out.
How am I going to tell her? Hi, Mama. Hi, Kat. Hey, look at the stain on that dress. You ought to be more careful. It's ruined. Oh, I'll see you later. After you got You know, it's the funniest thing, but it looks exactly like a dress I bought at Fido's. Isn't that a coincidence? Isn't it?
It was my fault, Patty. I told Kathy to wear your new dress.
I shouldn't have worn it. I'm so sorry, Patty. It was really...
Don't worry, darling. I'll give you the $20 you spent for the dress, and you can buy it.
Oh, boy. Are you angry with me, Patty? No.
You see, I told you. Well, I'd better start dinner.
Guess I better be running along. I'll see you in prison. What is it? Can you take a shock?
That dress cost $79.50. Oh, it couldn't. Oh, you only had $20 to spend.
I was trying to impress Sue Ellen. I had to prove to her that I could buy a more expensive dress than she could. I was going to take it back. Oh, boy. Wait till Papa finds out.
I'll tell him it was my fault. After all, I did ruin it.
That won't do any good. I shouldn't have bought it in the first place.
Patty, where are we going to get all that money? Where?
Look. It's my darling little brother. All right. Hi. You know, Ross, we really don't spend enough time together. You're right. Ross, dear, you're in trouble.
Oh, a little. But you can help me out. She always helps you when you're in trouble.
What's your problem?
I need $60.
F-G-I.
F-G-I?
Forget it.
Now what do we do?
It's very simple. We panic.
Hello? Is this the Third Avenue second-hand shop? Do you buy used dresses? Splendid. My dear, we're two society girls, and of course we're magnificent things. We have an exclusive creation that we could be talked into parting with. Describe it? Well, it's a gold dress with sort of a blackberry punch two-tone front. Hello? Hello?
Is this the Ford Foundation? I understand that you, finance deserving projects. You do? Get in there and pitch. Well, we have a very deserving project that concerns the future of two young girls who are victims of circumstances and... An application. 6 months to process. We could try the Rockefeller Foundation.
Forget it. We have to solve this by the time Papa gets home.
How?
We're going back to the scene of the crime.
And I just read where the newest thing is two-tone dresses. You'll be ahead of everybody.
I'm sorry. I can't take this back.
Perhaps we could make a settlement of some kind.
I am sorry. Excuse me. Yes, madam. May I help you?
How much is this necklace?
$4.50.
It looks remarkably real. I'll take it.
You can't tell the difference between this and the real thing. I'll just get my order book and meet you in the front of the store.
Oh, good.
What are you doing? You heard what she said. You can't tell these from the real thing. Now, I can only find one that looks like my... Kathy, look. Doesn't this one look exactly like mine?
Yes, but... Patty, you have a solid gold bracelet. Why do you want that? Papa told me to use my ingenuity. Watch me.
I can loan you $50 on it.
$50? For this magnificent bracelet?
Well, Kath, I wasn't going to tell him, but I guess I'll have to. Are you sure you should? Positive. Sir, I can see that you have a kind face. This money is for a very worthy cause. A family. A loving family. 8 children, 1 mother and father will be put out onto the street unless we can find some money for them.
Now, that breaks my heart.
I knew it would. The man made some tragic mistakes in business. How much can you give me for the bracelet?
$40.
$40? That's less than you offered before.
I've got a wife and 9 children. If I make bad business deals, I'll be out on the street, too. Now, $40. Take it or leave it.
Well, cuz, we made it. We took every penny we could beg, borrow, or steal, but the dress is paid for.
How are you going to get your gold bracelet out of pawn?
We'll worry about that tomorrow. At least the pressure's off. No wonder this thing only cost $2.50. It's turning my wrist green. We better go. I promised Richard I'd help him with his history.
You promised Richard we'd help him with his history.
Be a pal. What do I know about history?
All right, let's go.
Hello, darling. You're home early.
I know. Well, the world was pretty quiet for a few minutes, so I thought I'd take the afternoon off, let Eddie handle things. Hey, what's Patty's bracelet doing here?
Oh, she went out. I suppose she left it there because she was afraid of losing it.
She really loves it, doesn't she?
Yes. It's beautiful.
You know what I should do? I should have it engraved.
Patty'd be so pleased.
I was going to do that when I bought it, but I was in too big a hurry. Jeweler told me I could bring it back anytime.
Why don't you surprise her?
You mean do it now?
Why not?
All right, why not? Think I can be back in less than an hour?
I can't wait to see her face when she sees it.
Neither can I.
Mr. Lane, well, how nice to see you.
Oh, Mr. Carey. See, I brought my daughter Patty's bracelet in to be engraved. I bought it here last week for her birthday.
Ah, well, let's see. Well, we'd be very happy to engrave it. Mr. Lane, you certain I sold you this bracelet?
Of course. It was $84 plus tax. Why?
Well, I'm afraid there's been some mistake. This bracelet isn't worth more than $1 or two. It's a piece of cheap costume jewelry.
Costume jewelry? I paid you $84 for it, plus tax.
Well, I don't know how we could have made a mistake like that. And I'm terribly sorry. It's a lucky thing you brought it back.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Yes, a thing like that can ruin a store's reputation. Here's the one you should have had. Now, what was that engraving?
Oh, it should read, "To Patty, happy birthday from Popo."
Happy birthday from Popo. That's lovely.
You know, it's a lucky thing I went down to that store. Mr. Carey had made a mistake and given us a piece of junk jewelry.
You mean Patty's been wearing a piece of costume jewelry?
And telling everybody it was real gold. Maybe we shouldn't say anything to her about it. She'll feel terrible.
Well, I think it's kind of funny. She'll get a kick out of it.
Why don't you put it on the table?
Hi, Papa. You home early.
Hello, Uncle Martin.
Hello, girls. Patty, your mother and I were noticing your bracelet.
You were?
You know, there seems to be something different about it.
Different?
Why don't you pick it up?
Pick it up?
Yeah, go ahead. Read what it says inside.
It doesn't say anything. How did that get there?
I took it down to the jewelry store and had it engraved for you.
You took it down to the... When?
Just a few minutes ago.
Oh, no.
Surprised?
Dumbfounded.
This'll amuse you, Patty. There was some kind of a mix-up. Mr. Carey made a mistake and gave us some junk jewelry.
And when you went to have the bracelet engraved, you found a mistake.
That's right. So don't worry. This time the bracelet is solid gold. It's a good thing I took it back there, isn't it?
Lucky isn't the word for it. Do you want to break the news, or shall I? Why don't you?
What news?
Father?
We're in trouble.
Father, haven't you ever wanted a long gold lame sheath with a square neckline and a panel back with a long tail?
Patty, what are you trying to say?
When I was born...
Patty!
I'll get it.
Natalie, I have the feeling she's done it again.
Done what again?
That's what's so interesting about Patty. You never know. And when you find out, you can't believe it.
Look who's here.
Mr. Carey. Well, is there anything wrong?
Well, I'm just a little confused, Mr. Lane, but I'm sure I can straighten it all out. Yes, at least I hope I can.
I was just trying to explain it.
I assure you that the bracelet I sold you was solid gold, Mr. Lane. Yes. I wrapped it myself.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Carey, I believe you. But somehow that solid gold bracelet got changed into a piece of costume jewelry.
It's hard to know where to begin.
Honey, why don't you skip the part about when you were born and start with more recent events? Say this week.
It really wasn't our fault. It was the fickle finger of fate. You see, I went down to buy a dress with the loot you gave me, and Sue Ellen was there giving me the ice cube. So I did the quick peacock bit until swap time, and the Cinderella here went to the ball, and the canary hit a clinker, and instant blackberry juice. They wouldn't take the dream job back. Then we got turned down by the Ford Foundation, and Kathy's tot tinning pot fell through. Then we bought the carver and took the McCoy to the pawnbroker with 9 children, and that's how we got the loot to get off the racket beat us.
Patty, I was wrong. Why don't you start with when you were born? Natalie, I have been a newspaper man for 20 years, and I have never come across a story as wild as that. And I'll tell you something else. If I had, I wouldn't have believed it.
But it happened, Martin.
It could only have happened to Patty.
Wasn't entirely her fault. I told Kathy to wear Patty's new dress.
No, you didn't. Because Patty didn't have a new dress. We spent $80 on a status symbol, and she still doesn't have a new dress.
I'll have the dress she bought dyed.
And now she's got 2 gold bracelets, one of them in pawn.
Won't Mr. Carey take it back?
Oh, sure. He'll be happy to take it back to the store and hold it there until someone comes in and says, I'd like a gold bracelet engraved to Patty from Popo.
I meant, won't he take back the one in pawn?
Well, he's already agreed to do that.
Well, you've already straightened it out.
It's like straightening out World War II. She doesn't get it from my side of the family.
You don't want her, I'll take her.
No, you won't. And I'll tell you something. I can hardly wait to find out what she's going to do next.
Papa?
Father, you're still in trouble.
Father, I want to apologize. None of this would have happened if I wasn't trying to impress Sue Ellen. If you'll give me some time, I'd like to pay for it out of my allowance. It wasn't her fault, Uncle Martin. I ruined the dress. I want to pay for it.
You can both pay for it. And you can take as much time as you want. But please, no more status symbols, huh?
I won't ever care what anybody else wears again. Thanks, Father.
Popo.
I'm afraid we can't take it back in this condition. This dress is ruined.
Patty.
Oh, but you've got to take it back.
Oh, hi there, Sue Ellen. What happened to your pretty dress?
You'll never believe it.
Try us.
Well, I was holding a cup of coffee while I was putting the dress back into the box, and suddenly from the house next door, I heard someone singing some high notes, and the cup broke, and the coffee spilled all over the dress.
That's the strangest thing I've ever heard. That's pretty wild, all right.
Where am I going to get the money? I have to pay for the dress.
I'll give you a hint. Don't try the Ford Foundation.
Here's There's Kathy who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find
They laugh alike.
they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.